What do you think of milk in cans? I've never had it, but it sounds gross. It sounds new, and as a human being, I don't like new things and new experiences. So I'm going to say that it's bad, even though I'd never partaken. I'll take a water, thanks. Remember, though, like, my hot take about milk, if you drink a glass of milk all by itself without anything, like, to me, you're a psychotic person. Like, you need to be committed. Like, oh, I'm thirsty. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the fridge and just pour out a tall, cool glass of milk and drink it without a cookie or a snack or a biscuit or anything. Like that's insane. Like, actually insane. Even chocolate milk, you're on the borderline there, but I think drinking a glass of chocolate milk is more acceptable on its own than drinking just a regular glass of white milk.
Great.
Awful take? It's not awful take. I'm just ahead of the curve. Joe doesn't want to go big and strong. How are you hearing what I just said and thinking I'm saying milk is bad? That's not what I said. I'm saying milk on its own as a drink, like, hey, I'm thirsty, time to just go have a glass of milk, is just insanity. You know what? I go one step further. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm just gonna go into the fridge and just have like a little nibble of cheese. Also insanity. What are you doing? Most, not all, most dairy things are not like, hey, you consume this and nothing else, you know, food stuffs. No way. Now what do you mean now I've lost? You're just gonna go eat some cheese. Cheese is great. I love cheese. If I was left to my own devices, every single meal I would eat from now until the end of time would be a mix of meat, cheese, and bread, and that would be it. That's all I need, and I'm happy. But eating cheese on its own is just, like, insanity. Now, if you go into the fridge and get some cheese and you eat it with your singular lone French fry that you kept from last night, all right, now I'm on board because... Even a Baby Bell who's going and eating just some cheese. Oh, we were talking about this last night too, and I don't know if I'm weird or if a lot of people are gonna have the same kind of take. Maybe it's about I have the cilantro gene that makes the cilantro taste like soap to me, so maybe it's similar to that. Like anything that's like milk or cheese, if I eat that by itself or drink it by itself, it leaves like the weirdest fucking aftertaste in my mouth, and I hate it. Just drinking some milk on its own, just like, what the fuck are you doing? I have to have some water after I drink milk. Does Parmesan smell like vomit to you? Yes, and it smells like vomit to everyone because it smells like vomit. That's not a Joe special. It's not. It is. That actually sounds like you're allergic to dairy and just haven't known cause because it was minor. What do you mean I'm allergic to dairy? Because milk has a weird aftertaste in my mouth afterwards. I need to wash it down with water. I'm allergic to dairy. Stop buying shitty corporate milk. Canada's milk is some of the best milk in the world. Our milk quality is off the charts. People flying in to drink our milk. Your milk comes in bags. Look at these Americans, like, thinking that they're getting a dunk on when they've never partaken of the bagged milk, so they think it's weird when it's not. Sure, but you buying the expensive stuff? What expensive milk? I'm sorry, is there gourmet milk at the fucking store? What do you mean there is? No, there's not. Milk is milk, Vesemir.
Amazing.
Skimmed, half skimmed, full fat. If I'm to choose between one milk and another, I'd rather just have a soda or a water, thanks.
Amazing.
What is it about the Parmesan cheese, like, reality deniists that they don't understand? Like, they're all over the place. I just messed the sentence up completely. I can't talk today. Like, Parmesan cheese really does smell like vomit, girl. Like what the hell? It does. Like, scientifically verified. Google it. No, it's good. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it smells like vomit. I eat Parmesan cheese on a salad. I'll do it. Maybe people who don't think that it smells like vomit have just never smelled vomit. Why does Chat and Joe have to mull every 5 seconds? That's what the streams are. This is a feature, not a bug. Should we go to the milk barn? Let's go to the milk barn, where milk is delicious. Are you a milk enjoyer? Tell me you haven't been here for the whole stream without telling me you haven't been here for the whole stream. Technically, I'm drinking a little bit of milk right now because I'm having a tea. Joe's being horny feels like a closet bottom faking it in front of straight friends. What the fuck? Okay, so I'm just being diagnosed as ADHD, bottomness, what else? Deranged food take, milk hater. Like, what the hell, man? Thoughts on books being on the shelf, but the paper side facing? That's even worse than just drinking a glass of milk all by itself. What the fuck? Someone is saying something about having warm milk with sugar or whatever. I've never had a glass of warm milk. I have no idea. Maybe warm milk is good on its own. Johnson and Chat Comics. Joel, I have a good old bottle of not milk for ya. Nice, best dad. Glaunch, not milk. This is milk. I need a best dad shirt like that. That's pretty good. I would be upset drinking milk. Why is a yaya making me drink milk? And what did I think it was if it wasn't milk? Liquefied Chicago hot dog? If you got a loaf of white bread and you took all the crust off and you put it in a blender, what color would it be when it's done? Would it be white? Brown? No, we're taking the crust off. No crust. No crust. Ronald McDonald shows up and forces you to take the crust off. It would still be... would it really? It would still be brown. Where's the brown coming from? Definitely would be beige. I think beige. Who asked? I'm trying to think of what it could possibly be other than milk and other than the other obvious thing that I don't want to say. Mayonnaise? How do I down all the mayonnaise? Vanilla milkshake. I love a vanilla milkshake. I love vanilla milkshake. Vanilla milkshake is something that I treat like Chat treats all food. Is that if you put an unlimited amount, like a bottomless vanilla milkshake in front of me, I would drink it until I died. Or, like, exploded. I love vanilla milkshake so much. Thank you, Ouija. Pizza Tower X JPH crossover fan art. I had to make this after Joey's rant about drinking milk without anything. Yeah, it's gross. Who drinks milk all by themselves? I need to address something, all right? Because we've had a lot of food takes lately, all right? So I need, you know, gather around, children. We need to have a serious talk, okay? All of the food talks we've had lately, okay, in my mind, have been tongue-in-cheek, Chat. Like, let's just say hypothetically Ronald McDonald DM'd me and said, what the fuck, why are you such an insane person that cares about eating dark chocolate and no one says that they eat it like gravel? I fucking hate you, blah 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 blah, and you're taking it way too seriously. Okay, it's tongue-in-cheek, all right? Like, I don't actually seriously think you're a bad person or that you shouldn't eat chocolate from the fridge. I don't actually think that if you drink milk you're a psychopath. Like, it's all fun and games, okay? It's all fun and games, okay? I can't tell when Joe baits when he does. I'm not baiting. This, like, a couple people did take it way too seriously and think that it's not. They don't get that it's a fun joke thing, okay? And I understand it. Like sometimes it's hard to tell, especially like it's a performance. It's online. Sometimes I am serious on stream, you know. So I get it. So I just want to clarify, okay? Like. Catch it with eggs too. Catch it with eggs is the OG one here, okay? Or like watermelon is just complicated water. It's too much work. Just drink a glass of water, okay? Like obviously, have pineapple on pizza even. I don't care, but we're just riffing, man. We're just having fun, okay? Maybe some people in chat are serious. I'm not. All right, we're just having fun. All right, we're just jokes, just jokes. There we go. Except for Chicago-style hot dogs. Those things look vile. Chips have a huge advantage in that if you really want to get your junk food on, chips and a soda is like a goated combination. Whereas if you were to have like some candy or some chocolate, there's no real good combo to go with those except for maybe milk. But then you're drinking milk. Who wants to do that? Milk is amazing. Yeah, but then what if you run out of snack before you run out of milk? And then you have to drink some milk at the end, and no one wants to drink milk all by itself. I know what people are gonna say, skill issue, and you know what? I agree. I can't really disagree. Yeah, I can't argue against it. It is kind of a skill issue. Yeah, just put it in the fridge. My weep. I'm gonna put I'm gonna like, oh, that's enough milk for me, thanks. Let me put this half-consumed glass of milk in the fridge for later. What, next to my collection of severed heads? Like, what? Sure, why not? What do you mean, why not? Who does that? There's no, really? You guys do this? No. Why not? You mean, why not? That's insanity. I literally do that? What? Who can't drink milk by itself? How are you a baby? Okay. I can, I just don't want to. Okay, chat's fucking with me, right? Pour it back in the jug. Okay, Redditor, we're not doing, no, absolutely not. Chat's fucking with me, right? Like, this is a meme? Would you place a glass of milk back in the fridge? No, I'd chug it. No, down the drain. Yeah, okay, majority wouldn't put it back in the fridge. However, I like 30, 40%, 35. Okay, come on. Some of you have to be memeing. There's no way. Is this all drinks? Like, if you were drinking a can of soda and you were like, you know what? That's enough soda for me, thanks. Are you putting like an open can of soda just like in the fridge? Yes? What? Are you at least covering it with like saran wrap so it doesn't get flat? Yes? Joe, why are you wasting? I wouldn't waste it. I would finish my drink. I would just drink it. And if I couldn't, if I was full or whatever, I didn't have time, I would just put it down the drain. Ronald McDonald shows up and says I have to put it in the drain or put it in the fridge. I'm putting it down the drain. Can no plastic bottle? Yeah, well, a plastic bottle is resealable, so that's fine. Whereas a glass of milk, you can't reseal a glass of milk. And like I'm picturing you putting like tin foil around the top of the glass and putting it in the fridge, and that's just insanity to me. Oh, you're not gonna leave 10% of the milk, hun? Listen, hun, I've been very upfront and clear in my hypocrisy. I finish my drinks. It's only food that I leave a little bit of. Usually I don't leave any of my drink. I like drinking. I finish my drink. Milk is a drink. Yeah, I agree. If I had a glass of milk, I'd finish it. If you have an half-empty tall glass of iced tea, do you not put it back in the fridge? False. I would never be caught dead drinking a tall glass of iced tea. If I was the kind of person who would drink iced tea though, and I was like halfway done and I was like, that's enough iced tea for me, thanks, then it's going down the drain. I'm not putting a glass of a drink in the fucking fridge. Okay, you know what? I'm happy that the majority of chat is with me on this one. Finally, a food take where the majority are on my side. You are delusional and should be put down like a dog. Really, Kay? You're putting a glass. You're putting half a glass of a drink in the fridge. Anu, what are you doing? Niagust, what are you doing? Zusorian, what are you doing? Not all chat. I need all the mods to report. I don't drink milk. Thank you. You know what? I now trust your coin flips. You are right this time. Thank you. I only drink water, so I pour it down, but that's because it's water. What do you mean you only drink water? Seraph would drain for milk. Okay. You still have a job. All right. I love water, but you only drink water? It's warm water too. Does that make it better or worse? Oh my god, what are you drinking warm water for? Oh, oh. Whoa. Is that why you won't put it in the fridge? Warm water is better than cold? Obviously, no way. There's only two types of temperature for drinks. Cold and hot. Anything in between those two is suboptimal. Insane take. No. Insane food takes are what from chat? I agree. I'm just trying to stay hydrated, man. Sometimes I'll have like a bottle of water next to the bed, And if it's like, if I wake up and I'm really thirsty in the night and it's like the water has gotten too warm in the bottle, I'll go and dump it out and get fresh cold water. Unhinged? What do you mean? Name a beverage that's acceptable at room temperature. I can't! My weeb, that's what I said. Like, there's only two temperatures that are acceptable for drinks. Cold and hot. That's it. Hot coffee, hot tea, hot... What else is hot? Hot lem sip, and then cold. Red wine. Can you drink? Okay, hold on, whoa. I've never had a hot alcohol. Can you have a hot alcohol drink? I don't drink much alcohol. Like, I don't think I've had a drink at all this year. Yeah? Okay, all right. I reserve judgment on hot alcohol. I've never had one. There may also be an alcohol that's good at room temperature, all right? I will concede that there's the potential for an alcoholic drink. Lukewarm hot chocolate. Oh God. I want you to know, Joe, I just had a tall glass of milk all on its own. Well, I hope for your sake that you don't mind the weird aftertaste that's going to be left in your mouth, because I don't want you to suffer. Hope you enjoy it, chatter. What else did you think I was going to say? Someone is saying that they're drinking milk all on its own, no cookies, nothing. You're a psychopath who drinks milk for funny. You're just insane. I do not like cottage cheese, although I do enjoy it in a lasagna. Apart from that, like, I don't really like it. Never had. Oh, I have had Parmesan cheese. Yeah, that goes in the dumpster. That's the worst cheese that there is. Yep. Although it can be good on some things, but on its own, no thank you. What? Literally tastes like vomit, chat? Or do we have to have this talk again? Literally tastes like vomit. Who's eating Parmesan alone? Chat, we went through this last time. I think Parmesan cheese can be quite tasty when it's like mixed with a salad or something like that, or some other kind of like Italian saucy dish. But when it comes to like just eating Parmesan like with a spoon, like no thank you. Is Parmesan inherently crumbly? Can you have like chunks of like cut up Parmesan like you can have like cheddar, mozzarella, or whatever? Or is it like always powdery? Because you can eat like you know, toothpicks through cubes of Havarti and stuff on its own. We don't do that. We usually just have a spread around the holidays. No one does that. No one eats Parmesan with a spoon. How do they eat it then? With their fucking fingers? Powdery? Like, yeah. It comes in a wheel, dude. All right, all the Parmesan I've ever had has been like pre-crumbled, like on a salad or in one of those kind of like Parmesan shakers. Is it more of a fragile cheese? What the fuck is confusing about this? This is the only Parmesan exposure I've had. Then retract your take. What take do I need to retract? That it tastes like vomit? It does. Go Google it. What the fuck are you eating in Moncton? Your mom's... You mean you don't buy a whole ass $400 wheel of Parmesan cheese just to try how it tastes pre-crumble? Yeah, what the hell, chat? Who's doing this? What kind of lives are you guys living? I've never even seen that available, except for like at maybe the cheese store, and I didn't even know what I was looking at. You can buy pieces of the wheel. Where? What kind of upper class grocery stores are you going to? Europeans low-key do the exact same thing that Americans do, and Americans think that, you know, they're the center of the universe and the whole entire world and all their experiences are universal. Europeans do this exact same shit, you know that? It's a human thing. Alright, here is a phenomenally difficult question for you, chat. Garlic bread is better when it has cheese. Do we agree? Garlic bread with cheese superior to garlic bread without cheese. That doesn't mean garlic bread without cheese is bad. I enjoy garlic bread without cheese. It can be very tasty, like a garlic butter on bread. Absolutely, very tasty, yum yum. But better with cheese, right? Cheese it improves it. Okay, so here is the impossible question, okay? What kind of cheese is the best for garlic bread? I don't know. Asiago? That's not a real cheese. That's a made-up word you just said. Asiago these. Parmesan is no. Parmesan is not the best cheese for garlic bread. What? No. It's infinitely better with milk. What do you mean? You're like a glass of milk with your garlic bread, or like you're pouring milk in. What? What are you doing? Are you dipping the garlic bread into a glass of milk? Milk soaked linen. What was that weird comment someone made about milk yesterday? Or did I dream that?
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you worry.
Why do so many people in this game sound like they're from Derry? Because they drink milk? Imagine drinking milk. Psychotic. Drinking milk by itself is like Bateman behavior. You don't just drink milk all by itself. You need something with the milk. You don't just drink milk. Like, actually, seriously, you're a bad person. If you drink milk, you're a psychopath, okay?